Hello and welcome to Linux and Windows Help. This is episode 12. We're going to be covering Python. Even if you're a Windows user, you can download it as well. If you're using Linux, it's already installed. But if you're on Windows, you need to download it. Just go to python.org and go to Downloads, Windows. I'm using Windows XP, so I gotta get a certain version. I gotta get this one right here. This one right here only works in like Vista Windows 7. So if you got Vista Windows 7, I would get this one, get the newest one. But because I'm using Windows XP as my virtual machine, I gotta get this one. And I'm running a 32-bit Windows XP, so I'll be downloading this one. If you're running a 64-bit, you can download that one. I already got it downloaded, and actually I already got it installed. Downloaded it to here. Python 2.7.12. You just click on it and install it. After it's installed, you can go to command prompt. And to get to the Python interpreter, just type Python. Actually, no, I'm wrong with that. It's in a certain directory. If you're in Linux, that'll work. But in Windows, you gotta go to the actual directory of it. Alright, that's the Python interpreter. They also got it whenever you install it. They put it into the start menu, so you can just go to Python, there it is. And then go to Python command line. And see, it loads the interpreter as well. This is, you can run commands, the Python commands right there from the interpreter. So like this command, print hello world. See, it displays hello world on there. That's a print command, and it says hello world. It's a lot like the bash scripting, but there's a lot more stuff you can do with Python than you can with bash scripting. But you can use them together hand in hand. Well, that's how you get the interpreter. If you're on, like I said, if you're on Linux, it's already installed. You just open up a terminal. You just type Python. And it loads the interpreter the same. And the same commands. Alright. Now we're going to do our first script. We'll do it in Linux first. Just go and exit out of here. Forgot about that. There we go. Alright, now we exit out of the Python interpreter. So now we're going to create our first script. We'll go and clear the screen so it makes it a little easier. Type sudo home and put your username. Like my username is Danny right here. Sudo home Danny. And then just go type actually we'll go to desktop too, so it'll be out here in the open, and just call it first script dot py. Actually, you know what? I just messed up. Sorry. Well, I didn't mess up, but I messed up. You don't need to type sudo. Here, let's just start over on this. You only need to type sudo if you need super user powers, and you don't superhuman powers. So we don't need to do sudo. So sudo, just type nano. And you get the sudo out of my head, or whatever text editor you want. Home, then your username, and then we'll go to desktop. Sorry about that whole sudo thing. You don't need superpowers for that. So it's going to be saving out here in the open. For any Python script you write, you got to type this at the top. So it's sort of like a lot like Bash script. If you watched episode 3, but it's just a different. It's like that. That has to go to the top of your Python script. All right. Now you just type your command you want, just like we did in the interpreter. And just hit Control X. And you want to save? Yes. And we're going to name it first script dot py. Ready to go. But I put it on the desktop. Guess it went here. That's something different. Oh, that's what we was really gonna do. I guess that's it. Huh, I thought I put desktop on there. Oh well. So we got it here. Let's go ahead and we'll run it from there too. Oh, I forgot. Oops. Oh well. Alright, just type Python first script .py. You see how it loads it? Hello world. For the Python commands, you gotta type Python first, where it like loads the interpreter, but then you run the script. So it won't show the interpreter, it'll just load the script, which we made it say hello world. Let's do this again because I screwed it up. Nano, home, Danny, desktop, first script .py. And we'll do the same. And then you type your command. X, yes. Now it came to your desktop. I messed up the first time. That's how to put it to your directory. So you just put desktop / then your script. I screwed up a little bit. Actually, I think I created. I don't know what I did actually. I shouldn't have. It just went to here. Oh well. So we made our first script in Linux. We can do our first script in here as well. Alright, see how we exited out? It's the same way. This one's a little different. Okay. We're going to go to Documents and Settings. And we're going to go to CD Desktop. I think that's wrong. Yeah, I don't know what username I got on here. Let's see here. Documents and Settings. That's Danny the same. Alright. CD Danny. And then CD Desktop. Alright, we're on the desktop of, you can just type edit, first script .py. Now this is the DOS editor. You don't have to use it. It'll load up. There it is. Finally. I don't recommend using this. We're gonna go and use it because we're doing everything by the command right now. But for For Windows Python, it's a little bit different. You gotta type the top. This is the only thing different between the Linux. You gotta type the path of your interpreter. So our interpreter is at Python 27, and then Python.exe. Just like that. So that's gonna be typed at the top of any of your Windows Python scripts. But everything else is the same. And I guess file save. It's a horrible editor. There she is. Come on. Why has it got a temp on her? There, that was slow. Wow. So we made our first script using, but you don't have to do that. You can just right click on the desktop, go to new text document. For Windows, see how it's got the file extension? By default, those are hidden. So you gotta go to Control Panel, and you go to Folder Options, and you go to View, and right down here where it says Hide Extensions, you just uncheck that and hit OK. It's checked by default whenever you install Windows. They don't want you accidentally renaming things and they won't work. So they'll come up like this, new text document, and just rename it anything .py, and just edit. Whenever you install Python in Windows, it installs something called idle. It's a lot better than Notepad. I've never really used it before, but it looks like it's really cool. And it's the same thing. For Windows, it's C, Python 27, Python.exe, U. So you put that at the top of all your Windows scripts, and then we'll do the same command again. And save it. Only thing is now you gotta open it with terminal. Command line. It's not even on there. So then you gotta load the command prompt. And you gotta run anything. No. Actually, no. In Windows, it's different. You don't have to type Python. You just gotta type anything .py. Windows is a little different than Linux on that. I don't know if it's better or worse, but it automatically loads the interpreter. I guess because you put the direct path to it. So it worked just like that. But you could. I don't know if you could type. No, you can't. You can't type Python like that. I don't think. Yeah, you could probably do that if you like got onto like autobat.bat or whatever and autoexe.bat. I don't remember how to do it, but you can make a batch file run globally. I don't really remember how to do that. I haven't worked in Windows in a while. Okay. I also made some sample scripts. Like here's an HTTP server I made. We're going to go ahead and just take a view at the coding real quick. So I got it waiting on port 80. And here's it's the same kind of script. It's just you start it with that. And import all these. Alright, I'm going to run it now. Server waiting on port 80. So that's our HTTP server. We're going to go ahead and shrink this guy down. smaller. That's good enough. And now we got the start menu back. There we go. So we're on port 80. Then we're going to load up our browser and our Linux. And we're going to go to port. Our IP address 192. There it is right there. 71. That's my Windows. You look, you got a directory list and everything that's in there. The thing's on my desktop. So you want to create a HTML document. Go and rename that index.html. Yes. Edit. Not with Microsoft Word. Why is my notepad default with Microsoft Word? What kind of communist stuff is that? Alright, I'm just going to do some commands. Body BG color equals red, and then we'll go center, and then font color equals green, size equals 200. No, I don't want your antivirus free to whatever. Thank you though. Hello. Alright, save that. And let's go ahead and reload over here. So now it loaded our HTML file. So I'm going to show you something real quick, really neat. Actually, let's go and load it back up. Well, it's not really neat, it's really unsafe, but it's fine. Go back to our Windows. See, anywhere this server's or wherever this server is located at, that's the directory it shows. So let's just copy this bad dog. We're gonna throw it just in our C drive. Paste. And we're gonna run it from there. And we'll reload. Now we got a directory of our whole system here. We got the Windows. We're gonna download something. We'll download our Python, python.exe. And we're gonna save file. Okay. And just download python.exe. You can also put HTML in there as well. You know, we can just see here. Over here. Oh, is there a hot HTML? Drop that bad dog over there. And we gotta go back a directory. Oh, reload. Alright, I think that is all for. I mean, I could play around all day with this stuff, but I think that's enough for this episode. Thank you for watching. Oh, wait, no, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Forgot, I got a couple links here for you. Yeah, I got just you go to python.org and here's a tutorial showing you step by step to learn everything about Python. It's actually from the authentic Python site. And then I found this thing over here. It's a Python cheat sheet. I just went on Google Images and searched for Python cheat sheet. And this is a printable out thing where it shows you a lot of the commands you use. Pretty common commands. They both work in the same Windows or Linux. Alright, now we are done. Thank you for watching. Please like, please share. Thank you.